So Hank calls over to his neighbor, Randall Stevenson, who is washing his hands off with the hose. He says, "Been out hunting, Randall?" He can see the blood he's washing off of his hands. And Randall Stevenson, the AT&T CEO, says, "No. Hijacking America's lifelines. Make that video of your hijack call to me, MELTON. Not one Flight 93 check call. In a decade of asking." That's Randall Stevenson. Hands full of blood, altering phone records to cover up his crimes of hijacking America's lifelines. Call him on that. Remember to post.
Amy is visiting a children's burn unit. Her friend Sherry has a child there, and the child's a very good artist. As she is painting a house on fire, and she is painting a face in those flames, and Amy asks, "What's that face?" And Kayla says, "Oh, that's the devil." And Sherry explains, "It's Randall Stevenson. We've checked." And she hands her a sheet of all AT&T employees for her to hand out at church, work, school. Call them 24/7. You get the truth out of them about Randall Stevenson's political, religious, and business censorship. Burning folks all across America. Randall Stevenson, out of control, phone monopoly CEO, has a couple of executives in his office, and he's listening in on someone he went to school with. And he's bragging to the executives that, "Yeah, I dated her. You know, back in high school." And just then, the gal on the phone starts talking about this guy, Randall. She gave him a petty date back in high school, and he just would not take no for an answer. And yeah, as they excuse themselves, walk down the hallway, one tells the other, "Yeah, there's going to be an accident somewhere, and Randall's going to get the blood to soak his hands in." He likes to do that. Randall is a rich son of a bitch, and he comes out of some fancy place in Los Angeles, of all places, and his limo has a pickup truck back behind it, and in front of it, and limo driver's nowhere to be found. Why? Because Randall knows Cheryl Bond of the Department of LA Water and Power, and every time I hear about him around here, or the Weingart Center, or the Convalescent Hospital from Hell, or Hussein's Arabia with the Saudi Arabian son of a bitch jetting off to Saudi Arabia before they placed that cowardly Hussein in the White House right after we got attacked by a whole lot of cowardly Husseins. So Randall's in a whole lot of shit, and he's got folks calling him up left and right on that private number, wanting to know, getting him to scream what else he's involved in besides hijacking America's lifelines. Do those calls. Get those pickup trucks going. 2 videos of my SolarCam@live.com OneDrive with 5 gigabytes of space. Those got my screenshots. Those are kilobytes. Made with this phone in my hand. For most of just a couple days left in May. Why is that important? Well, if you're getting MELTON's videos and imagery, particularly the videos, and some are left out.
and you see the upload, but it's not in what you see on Instagram or YouTube. Yes, what the Chinese Great Wall of Evil is most worried about. So find out what else they're worried about. Yeah, get me my disciples. I will tell you how to dismantle that Great Wall of Evil.
The general has stopped by Randall Stevenson's office, CEO of AT&T, in Dallas, Texas. And Randall says, "Good, you can join me." He's got this a phone he's been watching. Oh, it doesn't have to be off the hook. It doesn't have to be in use. And yeah, it's a woman bitching about her phone not working as she's trying to call her friends or workers, perhaps. And yeah, then there's a fire in her building, and Randall and the general have quite a laugh at that blood-curdling screams. And yeah, they're going to soak their hands in her blood later on.
Remember, when you see a sharp-looking wheelchair and a handsome bald guy in Eagle Rock, neighborhood in northern Los Angeles, ask us for some imagery, me in gold, and we'll give you some Daffodilia, the blog spot there, and a lot of other stuff with links on it. We'll take you to 29,000 plus graphic art photos. Print us out like you print out your family's photos, and I'll keep you company on that desk, on that nightstand, on that tabletop. Yeah, it's my poster. I'm seeing how good. I think there's a college up there. Seeing how good, this is what's in the window. The college girls' telephoto lenses are, because they can't see this even with the best, I don't think. But yes, Mormon cult came in and stole 3 of the 4x6 photos the first time it showed up. So the handsome bald guy, who's not just a pretty face, had the other 3 printed out when I printed out the full poster, and so I've got 2 of them. And yeah, Convalescent Hospital from Hell Karen stole a lot of posters from me during the move, so remember to call them up 24/7 and ask them when else your family's lifeline or your lifeline is not going to be allowed to work because of something they are an active part in at the Burlington Convalescent Hospital. Remember to pose.
Gary and Gina are having the worst fight they've ever had. And Gina says, "You're lucky you have me. You know it's Dad that got you that nice job at AT&T. And that just sets Gary off. He's yelling, he's screaming. Oh, Gina, how long are you going to lord that over me? She storms out of the house, that phone rings, and it's one of AT&T's 150 million subscribers. And Gary says, yeah, I work for AT&T. What do you want to know about Randall Stevenson, based in Dallas, Texas? His bloody hands hijacking lifelines and then altering phone records to cover up his crimes. What do you want to know? A reporter has asked the general a question. He says, Solari Enterprises in Los Angeles seems to be playing a very active role in hijacking America's lifelines, or at least harassing Melton, a man in a wheelchair, telling us the truth about our hijacked lifelines for over a decade. They also seem to employ and house a whole lot of folks from Saudi Arabia and the Mideast with and without proper documentation and credentials. And the general says, oh, that's nothing to worry about. I talked to the furball himself in Solari Enterprises, a source of mine. And he said the only thing those illegal folks from overseas are doing on hand is hijacking America's lifelines. Rest assured. And yes, he talks to a guy in a bedsheet from the royal family of Saudi Arabia later on, the general does, and he says, I do get to be president when you finish the invasion, don't I? It's Sunday, and Father Olfactory is handing out, he's explained before, and he's handing out a sheet. Oh, it could be my imagery, but the sheet has the burned child's face and body on that, and the sheet also has all AT&T's numbers across America and addresses. You put the screws on, you get those folks 24/7, and they will tell you what else they're doing besides burning children by hijacking the lifelines. 24/7, 365, park noisemakers outside their homes. Father of Factory tells them, you get the truth out for Jesus and the children. Fire engine, see if David Rose's connections to AT&T is affecting your family's lifeline. He's in Seattle somewhere, last I heard. Actively a part in America's hijacked lifelines and compromising our security there as well. So you call him on that. 424-229-4140. Make that video whatever you get when you don't get me. And don't know if you have a fire at your house, if that very obvious, easily documented censorship will be affecting your child's lifeline, your lifeline. Make that video. Call David Rose 24/7 and run that dangerous monopoly out of business that's got very bloody hands with Randall Stephenson and all of his employees. David Wright, who runs the LA Department of Water and Power, LADWP, has been on the phone all morning. Yes, I do know that you can't reach Melton by phone, mail, or internet. 424-229-4140. Try it right now, make a video of America's hijacked lifelines. And David goes on to the next caller. Yes, I do know Cheryl Bond, with his Mideast wife, is an active part in America's hijacked lifeline and altered Melton's payment to us, trying to put a man in a wheelchair without a chair to roll in. Yeah, he's getting a lot of calls about Cheryl Bond, and he should. He's an active participant in America's hijacked lifelines, a compromising element in the security of America and Los Angeles. That's not a furniture company David Wright is running. Call him on that again and again and again until you can get it quiet around here. Most often heard thing around here is Cheryl Bond with his Mormon cult folks from Utah.
Here is Saturday 9/11, Flight 93, checking posting 5, military children's burn-in. Flight 93 check. I've been asking for over a decade for that first 93 check call, yet to get one. Time and the date in your video, my number dialed. Whatever boring thing AT&T gives you, phone ringing, error message, busy signal, get to leave a message, I don't get it. And whatever they do to your phone records, get it on video. That's a decade worth of altering phone records to cover up the crimes. Get it on video. Time on your phone, number dialed. That's a whole lot of very attention getting and very truthful videos and imagery, and not one comment by phone or mail about any of it. Get AT&T's bloody hands, their phone gate on video. I'm Melton. Before you come out here as a tourist, check your family's lifeline in front of all California cops, all California officials, firemen, you name it. You try to call me with them on speakerphone if they don't have a good answer, and I don't believe they're going to. For me asking for 9/11 Flight 93 checks of America's lifeline for over a decade and not getting one, yeah, they are involved or they are incompetent either way. You don't need to be spending your tourist bucks out here. Last night I had to call the police again for the Muslim and Mormon cult folks down below me with all kinds of hatred noise. And Michael Moore, police chief, gave me the Muslim shriek. You'll get that too if you need assistance from the police out here, so don't come. Here AT&T's hatred. Get biblical on their ass. We'll devote an entire chapter of the next Testament to the bloody hands of the devil's people walking among us. Randall Stevenson. Stop. He's the CEO of AT&T, getting his hands and the company's hands bloody. Call them up 24/7. Park your noisemakers outside of their homes. You get them to tell you what else they're involved in, compromising the security of America. Remember to post. He is kind of subdued there. He's louder many times. Hear hatred noise? Make a video of your hijack call to me. 424-229-4140. It's a closed parking lot. Shouldn't be there at all. Make that video, whatever you get when you don't get me, and post it. Time and the date in your video and whatever boring thing you get when you dial my number. And yes, these out, they come in a 4x6 photo. Vote-truth.blogspot.com. Check out there, and all I have 2 places to print them out. I got you. Hit gold and hand them out. You call up AT&T's employees 24/7, and you try to call me with them on speakerphone. You tell them you can hijack calls all you want, getting your hands bloody, and alter phone records all you want to cover up your crimes. We've got your bloody hands at PhoneGate on video. And I just spent 30 minutes with LAPD's Muslim shriek.
and the Mormon cult perverts with the Muslim cult buddies. In the apartment directly below me, conducting noise harassment. So you call up every California cop they got, home, work. You get them when they're doing their drugs, when they're doing their drinking, when they just had a fight with their wife. Call them 24/7 at work, at home. Ask them why they're not doing their job. And tell them you're not going to spend your tourist bucks out here, knowing that you're going to get shrieked at when you need the cops. Semper Fi, Aim High, Popeye, win this we will defend. Defend America from California's cops. One of the non-treasonous ones is taking part with a little intel for America, involving not only his men but the civilians as well. It's your country, it's your flock, and he has up on the screen there the Saudi Arabian terrorists on American soil harbored in Utah that are protected by the Mormon cult and have a direct connection to past terrorist activity with 9/11 and elsewhere. And he says you call up those Mormons 24/7, check and post in 5 in front of them, do whatever you need to do to get some intel about these folks. Find out, after they just smoked some weed, perhaps they like that in Utah, what they've got planned with their Muslim brothers. Oh, I cannot speak this morning. What they have planned with their Muslim brothers. And you know how I know about a lot of stuff. Had to spend 3 long years at Hussein's Little Arabia with Abdul Latif jetting off to Saudi Arabia before they placed that cowardly Hussein in our White House. Right after we got attacked by a whole lot of cowardly Husseins. You call them up 24/7. Mormons, Muslims, AT&T folks, and Chinese. You got to protect America, protect the world. Here's the Muslim cult, Mormon cult in the apartment below me conducting religious censorship, the kind of places a cowardly Hussein in a White House right after we got attacked by a whole lot of cowardly Husseins, with the full blessing of Solari Enterprises, active participants in America's hijacked lifelines. If they're giving me religious harassment noise, give the world some saints imagery videos, and saints-imagery.blogspot.com, where you can find these 4x6 is not just these 2 to a 4x6 print, where you can find a year's worth. Saints-imagery.blogspot.com. Don't forget the www up front. They give me hatred, religious hatred. I give you some saints. I'm Melton, son of a carpenter Mary. Siren, do what cops and military across America are doing to protect their neck of the woods from the Mormon cult with their dangerous Muslim cult brothers. You pick up your phone and you remake any of my Meltons videos about those Mormon cult rapists, the kind that pray before and after and sing a hymn during and have that elder pin on and that ski mask from a Utah University. And they get asked a lot of questions, and they have to tell them they've got folks looking out for them, and the state and city and federal even governments. So you can pick up that phone, you remake all of mine better. You can use my imagery by all means, and you get the word out about the Mormon cult perverts casing your neighborhood when the only ones home are your kids after school. And yes, y'all know about those Muslim cult fanatics with their missionary work in New York, 9/11. And yes, that what you hear next door there, that's AT&T harassing a man in a wheelchair, and that's your family's lifeline not working. And you don't know when else it won't be allowed to work, so get them on video. Call up all of them 24/7. Get them when they're high, get them when they're drunk, get them when they have been overworked, and you'll get that park noise makers outside their homes, and they'll tell you what else they're involved in. Same is true of the Chinese, the root of all evil past 20 millennia. Get it on video, post whatever it is they tell you they're a part of, other than me seeing them daily. All four groups, Mormons, Muslims, AT&T, and Chinese. Aside from all four of those groups being actively involved in hijacking your lifelines and the Great Wall of China around me and around you. Get the truth out and pick up those phones, cops, military. You're not doing anything better on that leave. Remake those parables from the son of a carpenter Mary better for your family, for America. Come see me in person. Have wit, will travel. Show me the perfect place to build Jesus' immaculate house. That's the sound of Randall Stephenson and AT&T employees trying to back out of the blood on their hands for hijacking America's lifelines. Try to call me right now, 424-229-4140. Make that video, whatever you get. Time and date in your video, my number dial. If you thought your phone worked slow, your AT&T phone, your lifeline, you thought it worked slow in an emergency, but you figured it was probably just because it was an emergency. It seemed like it wasn't working very well. Pick up your phone, 424-229-4140. Make a video of Randall Stephenson, CEO in Dallas there, his bloody hands. And tell him, call up 24/7. That was on for about 5 minutes. Then shut off once I started making the video. But tell them you got the time and the date in your video, you got the number dialed, you got AT&T's bloody hands. Get them on that bad day when Randall's been overworking them, or perhaps had them doing something that turned their stomach on an off the books kind of thing. Maybe when they just finished smoking some dope, or they got home from the bar, had a fight with their girlfriends, their husbands. Get them on that bad day and get them a little angry. If you park a fleet of noisemakers outside their homes, that'll help. Idea they gave me. They bought Spectrum to harass a man in a wheelchair. AT&T did. Get them a little angry and do some intel for America's families, for America. Find out what else Randall Stephenson is doing, getting his hands bloody. Is he planning a revolution, an invasion? Anything the upper levels of AT&T are doing, the lower levels know about. And they don't get paid as much money. So you get them a little angry and they'll talk forever. Get it on video. AT&T's bloody-handed phone game. Hijacking lifelines and altering phone records to cover up the crimes. Getting their hands even more bloody. That was flower imagery. Let me turn your favorite flower into a forever flower. Never have to water it again. Print it out 1,000 times, Nadia. Or maybe it's your favorite poem. Car, your friends, that chair you like in your house. Ruby, I've also got your contact, but I couldn't fill it in. I don't know it. Oh, contact imagery is a whole lot better than just scribbling down your name and number on a scrap piece of paper. Print them out as 4x6 photos. They can say whatever you want it to say. My graphic art can. I don't mean to brag, but I can cover a whole lot of stuff with graphic art. Make that video of your stolen call to me. There's my number above the flowers there. Make that video. Post. It's Lifeline censorship, not one Flight 93 check call. And over a decade of asking. No certified, no non-certified mail in that time either. You got the time on your phone, you got the number dialed, my number dialed. You got the date in there too somewhere, and you've got AT&T's phone gate. Word enough about altering phone records to cover up the crimes, to do that, to alter phone records to cover up their crimes. Get it on video and come see me in person, get some imagery and make a video of America's high-tech lifelines. Post.
It's up there somewhere. Some disciples getting to work on getting the young ladies whatever they want as far as the background for any particular image. I'm sure Photoscape will do as well. I'm just not certain how many. Actually, it's red. I'm not sure how many it will open at once, but in that way, yeah. You got the red, you got the pink. Whatever color they want. I'll do that. And come see me and let me define graphic art with your beauty. And of course, get truth out there. What's keeping the world from moving forward. Here's Siren. Get me my disciples. Oh, first you can make a video if you had that call to me, not one Flight 93 checking over a decade of asking. 424-229-4140. Get Melton, son of a carpenter, Mary, his disciples. Spread the word. The Mormons, the Muslims, the Chinese, and the AT&T employees are going all out worried as anything. Seeing that great wall of Chinese evil crumble. To solve that problem, make that bid if you had that call to me, and this is last year's efforts from Dignity Health and yeah, the firemen, the paramedics, got a few bad apples and everything, don't they? Make that video. Whatever you get when you don't get me, come see me in person. Have Whitwood Travel show me the perfect place to build Jesus' Immaculate House. And remember,
Make that video of the Mormon cult perverts casing your neighborhood when the only ones home are your kids after school, and the phone's not allowed to work in those neighborhoods. Try to call me. As you are doing that, remember, park that pickup truck behind and in front of that little gray car from the Mormon pervert cult, and let those parents have a word with those perverts when they get home and tell them they don't like them. Case in the neighborhood when the only ones home are the kids. Make that video of whatever you get when you don't get me right now, and also when you see the Mormon cult case, and also Mormon, Muslim, Chinese, AT&T. Put them on that watch call list. Call them up 24/7, get them a little angry, and do some intel for America. Find out if they're planning another Saudi Arabian 9/11 through Utah. And yeah, spread the word. Go see that man. When you see something besides LA, flowers, and the handsome bald guy, and his imagery, we started building Jesus' Immaculate House. Spread the word. Get Melton his disciples. Oh, no, beards are no longer required, girls. I have trouble doing two things at once. I'm a handsome bald guy. Beards are no longer required. Long hair and dresses are still in style. Love of truth, too. Come see me in person. I'll see if I can get a book of the Next Testament named after you. Get me my disciples. I'll make him look good against clouds. Melton, and these are saints from last year. I started designing in March, and I, of course, didn't have the www.saints-imagery.blogspot.com back in May and June,
but that's where to look. If you're looking for a set to download for someone you know who likes the Saints, yes, remember, you got a Saint that needs an image, try to call me, 424-229-4140. See the devil stealing your call, stealing your Saint's image. Come see me in person, 4260 Greg Boulevard, Apartment 409, Los Angeles, California, 90065. Melton. And Saints Dance imagery here, and this one is where you can find the 4x6 photos. Download, print them out.